Okay, so this is part two. Definitely watch part one because you're not going to have any idea what I'm talking about. I'm not going to go back into everything. I will say, hi, my name is Paula Taylor. I'm a sound and energy activator, intuitive reader and channeler, body worker, and fearless alchemist. And I coach people on the path to spiritual awakening. So the sort of bottom line of this whole experience, first of all, is that they wanted me to tell it as close as I could to the experience. Second, remember, if you're willing to accept this, I was completely awake during this experience. This was a quantum astral experience. I was like astrally, quantumly in this space. I could see what was happening. I was completely aware of my surroundings. I was in a different quantum form, but Paula personality self was there, which is why I can tell you exactly what happened. So essentially this is a huge step forward for everyone, not just for humanity. And humanity is carrying a lot of the load of this, and they wanted us to know this because this is going to make me cry. They're so appreciative for the work that we're doing. Everyone, from the angelic realm to like everybody who was there, they're kind of in awe of us because we are playing this out in the physical realm, because a lot of these places don't really have physical realms, or their physical realm is so far removed that like it doesn't interact with light in the way that we can. We are very unique because we have the ability to interact with source energy while we're in the physical. That is not true everywhere. Many places, they're telling me right now, like not all, but many or most places, once you get into the physical, it's much harder to access the light. And it has been for us for a long time. We've been continually evolving. We talked a while ago, I said this was like a midlife. This is the spiritual midlife crisis for humanity, and the like physical midlife crisis for like Gen X, elder millennials, zennials, like millennials. And then I talked about how like everybody who came before us got us here. The boomers, the like self-described old hippies, like my original mentor, like if they hadn't been doing the work in the densest of times, like that flower child movement was the beginning, like the age of Aquarius, all of that stuff was the beginning of this transition. I have goosebumps all over my whole body again. So understand 222 when I said that too. So understand like how valued we are and how important we are in the grand scheme of things. And this is not, they're like being very clear, like this is not an ego thing. This is not me saying like humans are so important, blah, blah, blah. This is like me as an observer watching this play out as like someone who was allowed to be part of this summit, and somebody who on a quantum level was actually like facilitating this whole experience. So just know that like this work we are doing, it ripples out beyond just like the physical realm and your own personal life and your own like personal surroundings, and way beyond like the political sphere and like all of the stuff we're seeing right now is like a literal representation of this deeper, it's not a battle, it's just a transition. It's a moving away. It's like, okay, source figured out like what it's like to be really not source. We don't really like that anymore. We don't want to do that anymore. We want to move back toward being much more unconditionally loving and closer to what true source energy is. And we are in this unique, amazing position to be in a physical body, in a physical place where we can access all of this, where the veil is thin enough that we can call this in, where I can be freaking wide awake, I am telling you, and like astrally project to this quantum space where this is happening. And also because of the alignment of the planets, that was like important in this moment. And they show me the dark crystal a lot because it just makes sense in my brain. If you remember the dark crystal, they keep talking about the great conjunction. This was like the great conjunction. And this was a turning point. I have goosebumps all over my whole body again. So like if you've been frustrated and like, I know this energy is so much, it's so intense, we need more rest than we've ever had. You might feel more isolated than you've ever have. Like you are not alone. There is a galaxy full of people like pulling for you to help make this transition, like offering gifts. They gave me a gift so I don't have to worry so much about protection and darkness, so that I can just be in my light and like spread my wings and do what I'm meant to do and like help people wake up and remember and access this light. I can see my aura like getting huge as I'm talking about this, and I've got goosebumps again. So if you're following me, hopefully that made sense. hopefully you are going to get some confirmations, and my guides are saying they're going to send confirmations to anybody who wants to receive this message. So look for some signs. Look for 505 when I said that. Look for some like patterns in numbers. Look for like nature signs. Like look for certain colors. Whatever your personal sign is, like these are irrefutable signs that like show you that you're supported, that show you that you're on the right track, and that show you that the more of us come together in awareness of this, the faster this transition can be. It doesn't have to be slow and like dirgy the way it has been. It doesn't have to be a struggle. We can do this, like they said the other day, flexibility with fun. Like we can do this with more fun. We can do this with more expansion. We can do this with more harmony. And it starts with people like me speaking out about this, even though it makes me uncomfortable because I feel like I sound like a crazy person. And also I know what I saw. I know what I experienced. And I was wide awake. And again, if you want to think of it as a lucid dream, I mean, again, I asked my Arcturian guide to come forward and help. Like I was in a position of being completely aware and like sovereign in this experience, which is important. And they want you to know that you're sovereign in this experience. And if you're not ready to do this and you're like just tapping out, that's also okay. And you have this unprecedented opportunity to become more than what you ever thought you could be. I've been reclaiming my wings for like 2 or 3 years now, and like they just keep getting bigger and more luminous and more amazing. And to be in that like quantum space where I could physically feel like my true form, I don't have words to express that. So on a little more less like huge note, like technology's weird, people are weird, like weirdness, there's weirdness all around. Ascension symptoms are all over the place, and you have the opportunity to clear things like you've never had before. This griffin that they gifted me, like I had to do the work and like offer this darkness up, but I could feel all of this energy like moving out of my shoulders and moving out of my neck, and like stuff that's been stuck, so that I can open my throat and share with you more and more and more energy as you're ready to receive it. So let me give you some energy. And if you made it through all of this, thank you for staying here. This is really important, and I value you so much. Those of you who comment, who interact with me, like I know you, I recognize you, and I want you to know that you're seen and valued and heard, and that this is a space where we can make this transition together. So don't do this while you're driving. Close your eyes if you can. Put a hand on your heart. Maybe put a hand on your belly just to ground this in a little bit. I have no idea what's coming through, but it's super powerful. So do put something in the comments to say that you consent. You are always sovereign. You always have a choice in this, and that is how you demonstrate to them that you truly want this energy. Koi ana ye 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 ana koi ana ye ana ye ana ye ana ye ama ke katai na ka ua ka ataki na kai tiki na kai tiki na ke ua takai na kai tiki na kai te ke koe ataka na ki te ke na ka ko atakai na kai te ke ataka koe na kai te ke na ka ko na kai tiki uyama sei ai You are so loved. You are so cherished. You are doing the work of an entire universe. Give yourself gratitude for that. Give yourself grace for that. Feel how loved you are. Have a beautiful rest of your day.